Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Another episode here on Alma, Missouri. It is July 3 now. It is 1:46 in the afternoon. And we've been busy pretty much all day baling some alfalfa. The front field... Well, I guess you guys... Did you guys see that? Oh yeah, you did. So we left off. We leave off in July 2. Now I'm not remembering. Obviously, we bought ourselves a round baler, an old Göweil round baler. Ran us only like $2,000. We bought ourselves a new loading wagon for the round bales. That one was a little bit more expensive, like $10,000, I'm pretty sure. So, we've had some expenses come up. I don't know what's hitting. Is there a collision on the jack? Also, something that's kind of cool. Look at the front wheels when we drive over. Spreads out your windrow. That's pretty slick. That's not something I've seen in FS22 yet. I saw it on a few maps in 19, but that's not one I've seen in 22 yet. That's pretty slick. But it does seem like when we TED this alfalfa, we lose a lot of yield, unfortunately. And I'm not sure if, I don't know, it might not actually be losing yield, but certainly seems like it, with the amount of the crop that you see visually, it seems that it's less. So I don't know. Oh my goodness, what is going on? There's a wonky collision somewhere on this baler. What happens when you try to buy the cheap stuff? It all goes to crap. I think I almost have to like drive over it. That's so weird. It is so weird. And I don't know if that's because that's how the physics of these, like how it is able to be spread like that, if that's like a issue with all balers, or I don't know. I have no idea. But this is gonna get really old. I was hoping to show a lot of this baling, but this is how it's gonna be. We might have to skip through this part, because that's not very fun to watch, is it? Having all sorts of issues with this alfalfa. We might just have to plow this alfalfa in this year and go back to grass. Because the reason why we turned this into hay, alfalfa hay, is because the cow barns don't accept the wet baled alfalfa. But I did a test, and they do accept the hay. So I don't know. Oh my goodness. This is gonna be the death of me. Between this and our recording software and audio issues. Ay, ay, ay. What's going on? Farmsim is not liking me lately. But hey, farming's not always smooth sailing, so we're gonna keep at her. We're gonna get through this field. I promise you that. We are finishing up now. Gotten through it. Quite a few spots that we missed. We might be able to go through and grab these quick for another bale. Might be enough. Sure, we've all been here before where we driving around trying to gather the scraps just to make one more bale. Pretty common FS thing. I think we should be able to grab enough. Yeah, we'll make it. We'll make her happen. Yeah, that was quite a process though, trying to get all those, driving over those windrows and trying to get those bales made. It was really something. There we go. Alfalfa cutting number 1 is complete. We have a lot of alfalfa wet bales that we need to probably sell now because they're not accepted. I was thinking about maybe going into the XML and trying to get or figure out how to make the cows take it, but we might just leave it and convert one of these fields back to grass next year, I'm thinking. So we are all out of wet bales, so I think we're going to sell the alfalfa wet bales and buy some bales with that money that we get from selling these alfalfa bales. Thinking that's going to be the approach we take. But overall, I mean, this baler worked pretty good. Our small square era might be coming to a close as well, so we'll have to see. We're going to be round baling, we might as well just sell the square baler. Yeah, we can just shut this down now. These are all of our alfalfa bales that we unloaded and everything that we can't use. And this is our new bale hauler. This is the bale trailer by Rooster that just recently came out on the Mod Hub. It's a great bale trailer. It has auto load function, or it has just regular load function. We are gonna do it where I auto load the bales in the field and then we unload them manually. That's how I'm thinking that we're gonna go about it. There is 2 wet bales still in that field that we'll just grab when we go to sell a load of the wet bales. Yeah, it's a really nice trailer. I really like it. I think it has a hitch too, so you could like connect 2 of these if you wanted to. Oh, we gotta turn. There we go. Oh, it loads them up really nice too. As you know, I'm not a huge auto load guy, but I think it's right for the series, since we're really just trying to push through the years. Since this is a real long-term save, we're trying to not really bog ourselves down where we would maybe before, because haying is a big job, as we know. I mean, most of you guys play the game, so you know that you're gonna auto load, or if you're gonna manually load everything and all that stuff, it's really a big job. So trying to still incorporate a little bit of the manual stuff. Don't want to do everything auto load, But I think a little bit of it is going to be okay in the end. And there we go, last one. Did I unhook the baler? I did. We have a lot of straw that we need to bale still. So I'm not sure why I unhooked the baler. We were done with alfalfa, but we're definitely not done baling yet. We got a lot of straw to bale. This is going to be the episode of baling, I'm thinking. Probably going to be all we're going to be doing, because we still have August, September. We have 2 more months to go until we're into harvest, and really there's not much going on in these next 2 months. We might do a little bit of cultivating or something on the wheat fields, but other than that, we're going to be pretty slow. Oh, yeah, I'll show you guys my other purchase. That's where the rest of the money went. Got ourselves a little zero turn here. Sick of seeing the farm overgrown. It's just time to clean it up a little bit. And honestly, when you mow these fields, or when you mow the grass on this map, it just looks so good. I do need to change. I can't change the function, the work mode function, to chop the grass. I don't know why I can't change it. Very odd. I don't know if it's because we have a real mower on or what. But yeah, I can't get it, so it does leave a little bit of grass here and there, which I'm not a huge fan of, but it is what it is, I suppose. Shut the tractor down. We will grab the... Well, we're going to have to turn this to where... We're going to have to make this... Oh, not auto-loading anymore. So we can grab them off the stack. Don't know where we're going to put these at the moment. Probably should have sold these bales first to clear room for these hay bales. Wasn't thinking ahead. Thinking if there's room, is there room over? Is there room in the steel shed here? Gotta take the bale off so we can get out. There's a little bit of room right in here. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe this is where we'll put these for now. Yeah, I think that'll be a good idea. Where we gotta just keep our, where we keep our heads in our cedar, apparently. Probably wouldn't be a terrible idea to swing this around closer, but we'll keep doing it the hard way. Alrighty, so all the bills are stacked that we want to have stacked. It all goes smoothly until you turn the camera on. Literally everything was going fine until we started recording. We'll throw one of these bales in with the steers, and then we will throw another in with the cows. Check their health. Let's see. Yeah, these guys need some base food. Like real quick. These guys also do, so we don't want our cows not being healthy. especially the ones that are about to have a calf next month. We need them at 100% health before we move on for the month. So that is a very necessary thing that we need to do. So we do definitely need to sell some bales so we can buy some bales. I'm just curious if this is going to raise anything else besides the roughage. Nope. It only raised up the roughage, which I was very certain that that's how it was going to be. So just park the skid steer here for now. We'll back this in, grab a load of bales, and then we'll head off uptown. Got our bales loaded up now. Cruising through town up to the livestock dealership where we're selling our bales to. There's this piece of ground right here. It's kind of just an open spot here in town that I'm really thinking about purchasing at some point and doing something with. Thinking if our beef operation continues to go strong, we might end up doing putting like a butcher shop in town, which would leave us open to maybe even expanding into some pigs or sheep or something even like that, where we can do some pork and some, you know, lamb shanks and different kind of cuts of meat like that. But that is a pretty hefty investment for us. But I think it would be have a little butchers uptown. I think that would, hopefully it would be a relatively popular thing. Struggling to back this one in for the town, so drop them off right here. $7,000. Almost 8,000. So we're gonna run inside quick. They have some bales for us that we're gonna pick up, and we'll get loaded and headed back to the farm. So I ended up paying about $4,000 more than what we sold our bales for like half of the load or half of the bales. No wonder they're making money doing what they're doing, buying bales and then selling them for an exorbitant amount. Holy cow. That's a terrible, terrible trade. But it is what it is, I guess. 11 grand is what we just lost there. I mean, technically we lost like 4 grand, but oof. That was rough. It was really rough. We'll get these unloaded, and then we need to get a few of them fed to the cows. Honestly, we might not even unload them. I might just pull it. We're just gonna pull it right in here, because I think they'll take all of them. These are only 150s, just like what we bale, but yeah, I'm not convinced that this is even gonna be a lot. Yeah, I took all of it. So I mean, that's a good amount, but holy crapes. That was not a worthwhile trade-off. Gonna have to figure something else out. There's something to do about exchanging these bales somehow. So anywho, the whole hay and cattle process so far through this first full year of ours has not been ideal, to say the least. We're just gonna finish our day by finishing up mowing the lawn. This is really not much to do. I was gonna push it into the next month, but or if we do, the part that we did mow, we're just gonna go back to a taller state, so I want it to be all even. This is a pretty sweet mower, if you ask me. Highly recommend. You guys are gonna mess around with some mowing. Kind of fun. Very satisfying. The cut state of it looks so good. But doesn't it just look nice? That's what's so satisfying about it. It just looks so much better after you mow it. Might need to reseed right there where it's kind of like all dirty, all dusty. This is a nice mower. It turns really well. $5 grand, like I said, was a little steep, but heck, seems to be worth it. I'm enjoying it, every second of it. As farmers, we just can't get off the tractors. Got a nice turn, like flips around real nice, like a 0-turn would. Nice sharp turn. Ain't she slick? Highly recommend trying a little bit of mowing grass on Alma. I'll slow down a little bit there. There we go. Heck, maybe we'll start a lawn mowing business with that spot uptown. That'd be pretty neat. I mean, look at that. So much better that looks. Nice and clean. Yeah, we need to reseed here. Need to spread some seed down this fall. Best time to seed your lawn is in the fall, so I've heard. Might need to get a trimmer though for trim up these edges around the deck. But yeah, I mean, look at the comparison. Brown, tall, full of weeds. Nice and short. Looking good. Love it. You really need to clean up these roadsides too. And all of this roadside is technically our responsibility, so we just haven't had time since we bought the property. It's been a busy summer, so. But we don't want people thinking we don't run a good farm, so. We don't want to blow the clippings, the grass clippings into the road, so we'll come back the other way. Come back the other way, and so we're blowing them back into the yard. Be generous, so people don't need to drive through our clippings. I'm just finishing up the actual main yard now. This roadside ditch, I don't know if we're gonna fully mow this. It gets a little steep right there. We'll just leave it as it is. I mowed right there up against the fence, but we'll get this top portion for now. Heard of guys mowing ditches for hay. That is certainly a possibility for us this summer, because we're getting desperate. We're getting really desperate for feed, especially since this alfalfa thing didn't work out, so we're gonna have to figure it out. nice and slow around the sign. It's quite fun. Very unproductive. Very, very unproductive, but I think it's pretty fun. The neighbors have been parking their van here for who knows how long, ever since we've been owning this place. They don't have garages. Not a lot of storage space, so it's not really hurting us, so we're just gonna let them be with it, but it would be nice. Maybe if since we mow the lawn, they might think, well, these guys are actually taking care of this property. We'll stop parking our van here. In the meantime, I'm just gonna blow my grass clippings right against this van. Not being very neighborly, I'd say. Man, it just looks so good. Highly recommend giving it a try. It is so much fun. Well, we're just finishing up by getting in here behind the barn. Behind all this equipment. Navigate around all of it all. Just mow around it. Better something than nothing. There we go. Looking pretty good. Got the roadsides mowed. There we go. And we'll just get this little bit here along the fence and we'll call it good. So we'll see ya in August? July, August, yes. August. I'll catch you guys in August. Look what popped up in the used section. Sitting here inside, waiting to go to bed. Check the used section. Look what we got. 61% off on this puppy. That's what I'm talking about. Now that's a deal that we're going to pull the trigger on. Probably going to pay a little bit more to get a tarp. We can tarp her. If we need to leave it out, can't unload or whatever into the auger for some reason, need to leave it out. That's going to be sweet. I can't wait for that. And it comes in the green. Even better. Alrighty. So, manure was put on hold because I remembered that we actually have to bale a lot of straw. So, got the baler out. Definitely an alfalfa issue with how it like hits like that, collides. It might be just a combination of both things, to be honest. Alfalfa and the bales, or in the baler, but I'm not getting that at all on the straw, so I don't know what's going on. Also, if you see, or if you hear some very obnoxious sound in my mic, because the neighbors are combining literally 20 feet from me in my house right now, so opening up the field right next to me at 9:15 at night, 9:12. Gotta do it. Gotta get it off. It's gonna be weird not having the corn standing all around my house after tomorrow. So yeah, we have this job got a lot of baling to do. We got this field, which it's going to take a while, and the other wheat field. We're obviously not going to be keeping all of the straw because we just don't need this much straw. The cows really don't go through that much straw. I mean, we're still holding on to last year's straw, so I'm not too concerned about bedding. That is probably the least of our worries, to be honest with you. But as we always say, we'll keep the hammer down here and we'll get through this job and catch you guys here shortly. Things are going pretty smooth. We got that first section done on the front side of the field. We're in the back portion now, doing some up and downs, and I think this is technically still the second headland pass. It still just feels like every time we drive this tractor, it just struggles to do the job. I mean, it gets up to speed, and maybe that's just how the tractor is like made by EY, but I don't know, man. Just kind of struggles. We'll swing back over here, jump the waterway. We'll start moving down section by section, windrow by windrow. But because we've had so many issues recording with audio and all that stuff that I've already kind of went over the last two videos, I'm really jamming to get the Saturday, Sunday video in. We got the Saturday one in. This is going to be the Sunday video. It is currently like 9:24 Saturday night, post my last Thanksgiving family stuff. So I need to get this video edited and exporting, so then I can start uploading it before I go to bed, so you guys have a nice video to watch on Sundays, and so my wife doesn't hate me for being up here so much this weekend. So I think that's where we're going to call it an episode. Should be about a 30-minute or so episode, and I hope you guys enjoy. I know it's not anything too exciting. I usually like to make the Sunday videos kind of something more enjoyable, and I don't know, you know, like kind of do the big jobs, try and save the big job videos for Sundays, because that's like my biggest viewership day. Usually every video I post on Sunday gets great views. Really does good with the old YouTube algorithm, you know, so that's usually why I try to make it the best one. But sometimes it just kind of falls like this, where we're gonna have a boring old baling video, unfortunately. So I think that's where we're gonna wrap it up. I'll finish up these wheat fields. We got manure to spread still. Well, most likely we'll get, I don't know, maybe we'll save manure for next month, but or at least tomorrow, or you know, August 2 or 3 at some point. I don't know what we're going to be doing in the next video. It'd be nice to just be able to get all the jobs done and jump right into harvest again, because these jobs that we're going to be doing over the next month or so is just going to be likely messing with hay and baling and all that stuff. So we'll call it here. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you to my wonderful, wonderful YouTube channel members. You guys are insane. If you haven't yet, please do like the video and make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're new here. And and we'll catch you in the next video. Thanks, guys.